Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your greatest support. Now, I normally say this, and I'll keep on reminding us this thing, that we made a mistake. And the mistakes that we made, we didn't make one mistake, but we made a lot of mistakes. And those mistakes that we made, we are the only people who are in a position to correct them. We did a lot of things, a lot of bad things, because of pressure, We want a leader, or this one is the best person, these one are the best people. I'm not talking about the president himself, but I'm talking about the whole of this government. We are the people who gave them opportunity to rule us. And we didn't realize that we were making mistakes. Right now is when we are seeing that we really made a lot of mistakes. Now, the same way we made mistakes by giving them chance to lead us, is the same way we can correct that mistake. Where and how? At the ballot. That is the only and the best way that we can correct this. Because tell me why these people knows that whatever they're doing is wrong and they keep on doing it. Tell me why people will just wake up in the morning and start defending corruption, start defending a corrupt person, saying that he should be given a chance to work. Tell me why a group of people will decide that this person should not work, and then another group comes and defends the person. Tell me why government officials would go and convince a bishop and threaten a bishop so that the bishop can just speak, a father or a bishop can speak their language and can start singing their song. Tell me why. Now, in this video, I've got 3 key things to talk about. But before I talk about that, let me just quickly remind you that if at all we are meeting for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well like, you can share, drop me the flag at the comments, drop me your thought at the comment section and tell me where you are watching this video from. If you're within the country, tell me which part of the country, or if you're outside the country, you can as well tell me which country, or just drop the flag at the comment section so that I can figure it out by myself. Let us get back to the discussion. And before that, I want us to listen to this video.
Sakaja'S. We have decided to be Sakaja'S. We have decided to be Sakaja'S. No turning back, no turning back. We have decided to be Sakaja'S. We have decided to be Sakaja'S. We have decided to be Sakaja'S. No turning back.
Let me start by this issue of Sakaja, because the issue of Sakaja, it's a little bit it's not complicated as per se, but kuna jinsi ambavyo watu wanajichanganya, wengine wanazungumza hii, mara wengine wanazungumza hii, and this will be, this I realize something, that the battle between this issue of Sakaja being impeached, it's a war that is in between the MCAs and members of parliament. And then now William Ruto and Raila Odinga came and joined the party that has just won. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because if you try to look at why the MPs are really defending Sakaja, is because they know very well that they're going to they by protecting Sakaja, they're going to gain the partnership with the governor at the top. Now, the MCAs are against this and they want Sakaja to be impeached or Sakaja to leave office because they know that if they make it and win this case, then they are going to gain by fighting, by MCAs fighting Sakaja, they're going to gain on the ground. And that is what is happening. So, wakilishi wa wodi au the MCAs, their popularity iko kwa grassroots, iko kwa ward. Pale tu chini. Wards and all that. So, they know that tukifaulu kumimpeach, walikuwa wanajua tukifaulu kumimpeach huyu jamaa, atunaenda kushika ground. Vizuri sana, because tumefaulu. But then now the members of parliament are coming in and they are like, no, we can't lose Sakaja, because if we lose Sakaja, we are going to lose our popularity hapa juu. Zile vitu ambazo tunapaswa kufanya kupata hatutapata, because it will be like, okay, you don't have a governor. And all along we normally know very well that before, when the money for the counties, of the money for the constituencies ikitoka kwa national government huwa inaingia kwa county government. So from the county government, that is when now the governor will start dispatching the money. Na wakati ambapo ana dispatch the money, hizo pesa zinaenda kwa ofisi za wabunge. But then we also have to understand that not all members of parliament are with these guys are supporting Joseph Sakaja. People like Babu Owino are not with him. Of course, Babu Owino cannot support such a thing. We know that. But Elachi.
When you destabilize Nairobi, you destabilize Kenya. The members of parliament from Nairobi City County stand in solidarity with our governor, Sakaja'S Johnson, during this simmering period of turbulence. While we pray and hope that dialogue is given a chance, we want to thank our county assembly members and to appreciate that they've agreed to do dialogue. It is increasingly becoming clear that attempts of removal of elected governors from office by impeachment has become more common, and in many instances by speculative constitutional organs, without realizing when you're in midterm of any election or in midterm of any term of those in elected office, it's very difficult to realize what you would wish to realize. And so it's very critical to destabilize instead of gaining. And that is the challenge most of the counties are facing. And so when you destabilize Nairobi, you destabilize Kenya.
And Pasaris.
If you had an effective county government, streetlights would have been put within 24 hours. As we stand here as Nairobi leadership, we want stability in its political leadership. We stand firmly behind our governor. Nobody is perfect, but this is a wake-up call that we need to come together and work together to deliver for the citizens of Nairobi. I saw people are getting mugged in the center of Nairobi, Kimathi Street, because there are no streetlights. I would have expected that if you had an effective county government, streetlights would have been put within 24 hours. County askaris would have been deployed at night. They're not supposed to just be there to harass hawkers. They should be there to provide citizens. We talked about Metropolitan Police. Why haven't we done it? There's so much that needs to be done. So let us pray that what the President and the Right Honorable Raila Odinga did gives him a lifeline, but that lifeline should not be taken for granted. He could end up back in ICU, back in HDU. It's time for him to focus on actually uniting the leadership of Nairobi to deliver services to the citizens of Nairobi. So, wake-up call, Governor Sakaja.
Ay. Kwa nini hao wanawake wana support Sakaja hivyo, by the way? You see, you hear Pasaris and Elachi saying that they will stand in solidarity in support of the governor of Nairobi County. But then I was trying to look at why this war between members of parliament and the MCAs on Sakaja'S support. And then you come to realize that there are three key things that are making it the members of parliament to support Sakaja. Number one, the issue of the national alignment, whereby most members of parliament think at a national scale. Supporting Sakaja, who is closely linked to the State House and the national political networks, keeps them in good books with the president and central government. And then number two, the development funds and projects. MPs needs county cooperation. I think I've talked about that. The CDF, projects for schools, road. A friendly governor assures that their constituencies benefit from their resources. So if you're a friend of the governor, your constituency is going to benefit. And then the last one is the issue of the 2027 calculation. Many MPs see Sakaja as politically stable and want to ride his wave, especially if he maintains support for the ruling coalition. And then now, why the MCAs resist Sakaja? And number one, direct oversight role, whereby the MCAs mandate to check governor. Their political strength comes from appearing tough on the county executive. So clashing with Sakaja raise their local profile. I've talked about that. Number two, the issue of ward level interest. The MCAs faces pressure from residents who demand immediate services. like garbage collection, water, roads, and if Sakaja under delivers, they take the hit, so they attack him to protect themselves. Number 3 is resource allocation battle. Unlike MPs with CDF, MCAs depend heavily on the county for ward development funds. Any delays or perceived unfair distribution sparks rebellion. And then the last one is the issue of grassroots politics, whereby the MCA's survival is hyper-local. Criticizing Sakaja plays well with the frustrated voters, while being seen as too close to him risks their re-election chances. So everybody, these guys are just fighting. Everybody's fighting for his side. In other words, the members of parliament gain protecting their partnership with Sakaja at the top, while the MCAs gain by fighting him from the ground. So that is it. The second story is the issue of SHA. And you know, I'm really shocked that these guys would just decide to go and threaten be a father. Hao watu wameenda tu wakaanza kumthreaten father. Ikafika pale ambapo sasa father pia ameangalia hapa things are not okay. And it forced the father to change his narrative.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to address the media. Honorable CS for Health, His Excellency the Governor, and all the officers, and especially the Ministry of Health. I wish to express our gratitude to the CS and the team of the ministry having visited us so that we can understand how we move forward and where we are. And I'm glad to tell you that we have had a very fruitful discussion and we have understood where we are, what's our position. We have had the problem with St. Mary's Mission Hospital, Mumias, whose functions had been on suspension on account of the strike of the workers or the staff, and therefore the function couldn't continue because of the salary arrears that they have incurred for 3 months. And that one, we believed that we got the payments that are due from SHA, we will have sorted them. So we've agreed, and I confirm that so far from December of 2024 to August of 2025, the SHA has dispersed a total of 98,671,567. These have been dispersed across spread over the months that we have had. We have, believe, a pending payment of 35 million claims, 5 million that we expected from SHA, and that's what we believe that will help us to be able to clear the arrears of the workers. And we are also receiving information because of the verifications that have to go on, that 10 million of the claims have still to be verified. So it means that we have to continue engaging with SHA, but I can confirm that we have had all the money. The genesis of the strike of the workers came because of the accruing arrears from NHIF, which is about 143 million. But now we are talking about what has been dispersed by SHA. And I can confirm that each month SHA has always dispersed its money, and the pending claims is what we have negotiated and we have agreed. that once other documentations are submitted, then we believe in the coming 1 week, we may receive about 14 million, and that is able to help us to be able to engage the workers to return to work so that the people can be served. We want to thank the ministry for having made this effort to come, and I believe the idea of SHA, because of reaching out to all the patients, is a good idea that, well implemented, is going to benefit the Kenyans. As I have also noticed that they are paying promptly, though not all the claims that are paid, but they are able to help the patients. And listening to the CS and his team, you can tell that there is goodwill, and we believe together, when we are cooperating together, there will be greater effect in the work of the service of the people of God, that is in matters of health. So I wish to reiterate that we are ready to collaborate and work towards the good of the people that we are called to serve. Thank you.
Like at first, this person said very well that there is no money, hajapokea hela yoyote. He said that he has not received any money. From where? From the SHA.
The hospital itself has not received any money that it can call money that has come as claims from the SHA.
Out of 118 million, they've not received anything. They only received 9 million, I think. And then, when Musalia Mudavadi spoke, Musalia said that they've received 82 million. And then I don't know who said that they've received, I don't know, 90 something. So this thing, all of this thing is contradicting. And then when Aden Duale went to visit Western, the father is coming and saying that SHA is working. That hata hiyo shule, hata hiyo hospitali tayari imepokea pesa yake, imepokea. And you said very well that the hospital has not received the SHA money from December last year up to now, August. What made you change your tone? Why can't you just stick to that statement if truly you want to protect Kenyans? Why can't you just stick to that statement ile nilisema ya kwanza? Why are we playing games with Kenya? That is my question. Why do we normally play games? These leaders, why do they play games every now and then with people? And then the last one is, this one is so much embarrassing as a senator. Senator of Tharaka Nithi County, that is Senator Mwenda Gataya. Mwenda Gataya, there are students who went to the Senate. Of course, we know that the Senate normally allows students during the proceedings, even members of Parliament, even the National Assembly. They normally allow students or people to go and see what is going on and all that. I remember when I was in high school, there was a time that we went to visit Senate. I won't say. I know a lot of you want to know the high school. I'm sorry. I won't say that, but we went to visit one of these houses, one of these legislative houses, and it was really fun because you're there. You see the way people are arguing. It's nice. It's normally nice. It feels good. So if a senator would just wake up, decide and say that students wenye wanaenda ku visit Senate au ni wenye wako njaa, seriously, do they offer food kwa Senate?
Mr. Speaker, I am very, very disappointed with my neighbor, my friend, my brother, Senator Gataya. Senator Gataya, you owe those children and their teachers an apology. Mr. Speaker, when you called me to invite and welcome the students, Senator Gataya spoke from his chair in Kiswahili and he said, wakona njaa sana. Mr. Speaker, as a Senate, we can never sing that low. It doesn't matter what the students and their teachers are going through. That is their case. with their God. You cannot profile a community through an attack to students who have chosen to visit the Senate of the Republic of Kenya.
No, I just have a question. You are a senator. You are supposed to make sure that your county gets what they are supposed to get. And then here you are, unakashfu wale wanafunzi pamoja na mwalimu wao wakati ambapo umekuja Senate unasema kwamba wako na njaa. What an embarrassment. Some of these people me wanasema kwamba some of these people don't even deserve to be leaders. They completely don't deserve to. How would you be a leader like that? They don't really deserve to be leaders. They don't. After all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for now. Let us know what you think of the conversation, but don't forget to drop me a comment. Tell me what you think and where exactly you are watching this video from.